definitely think that the project helped me with my English skills because I expanded my vocabulary and worded things differently to how I normally would, but also with my life skills for like confidence and presenting my own project.
And I've also learned a lot about how to motivate myself to do things whilst outside of school.
Yeah, it's helped me with lots of things, like we did a presentation which helped me with my confidence, and just doing the project and the research and all that by myself in general helped me a lot.
There's no such thing as bad knowledge. It's always good to learn about things from different places and how they work in different ways, because it always helps you think about different ways you can learn new things and things that you can do.
I do think I'd like to do the project again, like a similar project, because I really enjoyed it and I learnt a lot about myself.
I think I'd be interested in doing the next project qualification because it taught me lots of good skills, and if I could expand on those skills it would make me like a better person.
And depending on where I go in terms of my subjects will have to depend on whether or not I do the EPQs to help me alongside, like get extra UCAS points and stuff.
In terms of continued student engagement, the main thing was that students found that they needed to stay on task and stay on time, and those that didn't sort of at the end were doing a last push. But I didn't have any problem with engagement throughout, in that they would all turn up, they would all come in, they'd grab their Chromebooks, come and sit down, or whatever device they were using, and then they'd start straight away. They'd have it open, I'd be talking through the slides on the board, and they'd be making their notes and doing what they were required to do. And this was, I think, moments when there could have been dips were actually milestones where we had these one-to-one meetings, and I think those were really helpful for me, but also for them, because they got a chance to really talk about their project and what they were doing and what they'd found out and where they wanted to go with it to start with and where they'd gone with it at the end. So I think that actually helped with motivating people. In terms of actually the writing skills though, I think that a lot of them really appreciated this challenge and actually came away with a lot more confidence in their own abilities, because they had written something that was a lot bigger than anything they'd had to do before, but they'd actually succeeded and managed to achieve a piece of work with a line of argument, a clear beginning and end point, a judgment, an evaluation. There was a whole series of things they needed to include in this, and the fact that in this piece of coherent writing they'd actually come out at the end of the day with a really good product that they could call their own, and it was very independently done because of the way this project actually works out.
One of the biggest, I suppose, impacts for the history department here at Samuel Whitbread has been that it's allowed our teachers to explore their personal passions when it comes to history. It has allowed our students to thrive and to flourish in an area of their chosen history rather than a specification from an exam board. They've had the freedom to explore something that really interests them, and for us here that has resulted in 20 of the students choosing GCSE history as one of their options, so that's definitely been a positive impact.